Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will show you the documentation form which we used in the NMC OSCE. First one is the MSU and urine analysis form. This is used when collecting and testing a urine sample. You must document patient details and the results such as leukocytes, nutrition, protein and any other findings. Next one is bowel assessment chart. This is used to monitor patients' bowel movements. To document the type of stool, frequency, consistency, and any concerns such as constipation or diarrhea. This helps identify changes in bowel pattern earlier. According to your findings, you have to write the patient's care. The next one is oral health assessment tool. This is used to assess the patient's oral hygiene condition. To check the lips, tongue, gum, teeth, and saliva. Each area is scored to identify whether the patient has healthy oral hygiene or need further care or referral. According to the findings, you have to write the oral care for the patient. Next one is Braden risk assessment scale. This is used to assess a patient's risk of developing pressure injuries. It looks at different factors such as mobility, activity, moisture, nutrition, and sensory perception. Each category is scored and the total score shows whether the patient is at low, medium, or high risk. Based on the results, you must plan preventive care such as repositioning, skin care, and pressure area management. You have to write the answers in the bullet points. Final is the Phlebitis or VIP score chart. This is used to assess the condition of a peripheral intravenous cannula site. Before you administer intravenous fluid, you have to find the VIP score. You check for the signs such as redness, pain, swelling, or a palpable cord along the vein. You will be given a cannula site picture. According to that, you have to find the symptoms. Normally, the patient temperature mentioned in the patient scenario. So please read the scenario first. If the score increases, it indicates worsening phlebitis and immediate action is required, such as removing or resite the cannula and reporting it according to the policy. That's it. Remember, the examiners is not only assess documentation but also your clinical judgments and patient safety awareness as well. I hope this series has helped you understand the OSCE documentation forms in a simple and structured way. If you want me to cover any station or if I missed any station, please let me know in the comment section. Then I can able to cover that area as well. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video. Good luck with your OSCE preparation and your exam. Thank you.